It's time for Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark Credit Union. Today we're going to be talking about doing more with an auto refi. Heard about home refis, right? Absolutely. What about auto refis? We're going to get to that topic here in just a couple of moments. We do want to remind you that today's program is a courtesy of NuMark Credit Union. Take control with NuMark's auto loan sale and refinance your current auto loan. They're offering rates as low as 1.49 APR, so now is the time to lower your monthly payment, better protect your vehicle, and save money. For more information, call NuMark today at 815-729-3211 or visit their website at newmarkcu.org to learn more. That's NUMARKCU.org. Well, on the Turk Furniture studio line, a couple of folks that we are going to say good morning to. Matt Bretz is first up. Matt is a sales and service manager for NuMark Credit Union. Good morning, Matt. I'm awesome. Thank you very much for coming in, or coming on, I should say. And Sonny Patel is a branch manager for NuMark Credit Union. Hi, Sonny. I am awesome. Guys, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate it. We do want to remind our listeners that coming up at the end of the program, we're going to ask you a question that we don't even know what it is yet, but Matt or Sonny are going to say something that enlightens us, that informs. We're going to say a lot of things that enlighten us and inform us, but we're going to pick one thing. We're going to ask you to repeat that to us at the end of the program. First correct caller at 254-7300 will win a $25 Visa gift card, compliments of NuMark Credit Union. All right. Well, Matt, let's start with you, sales and service manager for NuMark. Tell us about yourself and what your normal day, I guess, looks like.
To Brittany. So family, Sonny and I are big family guys, and we definitely want to give a shout out to the wife and kids. But on the professional side at the credit union, I've worked in credit unions for about 19 years, and Sonny and I are both relatively new to NuMark. We're actually coming over to the organization from a recent merger with North Star Credit Union. So we're bringing together two awesome community credit unions to really expand our footprint in the Chicagoland area, and we're excited about this opportunity to really reach more people to help them out financially. So on a daily basis, I assist our frontline staff with training and development related to identifying ways in which we can impact our members' financial lives, because everything we do is for our members. So that's our number one goal, and that's kind of what I do on a day-to-day basis.
All right, Sonny, what about you? You're branch manager. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And don't forget to mention everybody at home, like Matt did, because he set the bar high now, and you'll get in trouble if you don't.
You know, Matt always goes first, and I love it. To pick back, I've been in the industry since I was 19 years old, blessed with three beautiful children as well, Mia, Kendall, and Isaiah. Married to my beautiful wife, Wilma, been together for 18 years. So Matt and I have a lot in common. On the professional side, you know, I love helping our members achieve financial success. You know, one of my goals is always to make sure that I'm available for my clients and my team, do the best we can as far as providing the best financial advice to our members, and just seeing that smile on our members' face when they come in and when they leave, know the fact that we listen to, you know, any type of issues they're going through, or if they have some financial struggles, and you know, we really dissect and do our best to help them get to the next level. So you know, the credit union philosophy is great, and I breathe credit union.
All right. Well, I think the most important question for you, Sonny, is why do you have a nickname like Hollywood? Why do they call you Hollywood?
You know, when my members come see me, I always do my best to make them feel like a star. And when I do that, you know, that's why they call me Hollywood.
Matt, you got a nickname?
No, I do not have a special name. Sonny, just, you know, his name, and it speaks for itself, and he's our personality for the credit union. So it's all about what he can do for our members, because he's the one that kind of meets with them one-on-one, and they definitely appreciate his personality and his attitude towards helping them, and he definitely makes them feel like a star.
All right, there you go. The mystery behind it all. Now we know where the name Hollywood comes from. We're talking about auto refinance. Matt, I bet a lot of people don't know that you can refi your auto loan.
Exactly. A lot of people think that when you get the car from the dealership or you get that first loan to buy the car, that you have the opportunity to refinance that loan at any time. A lot of people think they're stuck in that same loan and they just have to keep making payments till it's paid off. But there are a lot of reasons why somebody would want to refinance, and you can do that anytime.
All right. Well, let's get into exactly why someone would want to refinance their auto loan. Sonny, what are the different reasons that you've seen people go down this road before?
There's quite a few reasons, but obviously the biggest point is lowering their interest rate. You know, when you're shopping at the dealership and you're purchasing a vehicle, you know, down the road, take a look at your rate. If you feel that you're paying a higher rate, you know, call the credit union, you know, and see what your new rate would be. It could also adding protection to their auto loan. You know, let's say they were in a rush and they didn't get that protection like gap or warranty. You can refinance your vehicle and add gap, warranty, or even debt protection that NuMark offers. And the third reason, the biggest one that I feel is always good is, you know, if consumers have a lot of high interest credit cards and if they have any equity in their vehicle, you can refinance your auto loan and pull that equity out to pay off high interest credit cards. So that's always another option that consumers have out there.
Yeah. Matt, you got some more reasons why people would know that an auto refi might be right for them?
You know, I think when you look at an auto refinance, you have to look at your goal for what you're trying to do. It could be to lower the interest rate. Maybe you took out the loan at the dealer and it was a 75-month term and you feel like you could pay more, so you might want to reduce the term of the loan so that you can pay it off sooner. Or in other scenarios we've seen, somebody may have gotten a shorter-term loan and now they're having an issue with their cash flow or their budget. So there's been times we recommended maybe let's extend the term out so that we can actually lower the payment a lot, and that will free up cash flow to pay off other high-interest debt. But it's always important to have a financial expert review your individual situation, and that's where NuMark can help. Any of our financial service representatives can analyze, you know, your current loan, monthly budget, and help you decide if it will benefit you financially.
Okay. We're talking today with Matt Bretz and Sonny Patel from NuMark Credit Union. Do more with an auto refi. Sonny, you mentioned lowering your payments. Someone, you know, would like to refinance their loan. What else, though? Anything else that you could think of that people have come to you and said, Sonny, I need to refi, but you're like, oh, we don't need to do the home. Let's do the car. What are some of the other reasons that you've heard of?
You know, those are particularly the main reasons.
Okay.
The gap one is very, very, you know, common. You know, a lot of consumers don't know what the gap protection is, and so when they come to it and they see that, you know, they owe more on their auto loan than what their vehicle is really worth. God forbid if they get into a car accident and they don't have this protection, they can be liable to pay the difference. So, you know, that's probably one of the most commons we see when they do the refi and they add that protection to kind of protect their asset. But lowering the rate, lowering the term, doing a debt consol is pretty much the main reasons why.
Okay. All right. Is it possible, Sonny, to get pre-approval before going to a dealer? Is that a good thing to do?
Yes. So I always educate my clients that, you know, if you're going shopping, you know, if you're going to the mall and you want to get a new outfit, you always have a budget in mind. I don't want to spend more than $150 because that's what you know. With buying an auto, it's very important that you get pre-approved. And if you come into, you know, when you come into NuMark Credit Union, we take that loan application. If you are pre-approved, we give you a pre-approval letter. And this way you know what your budget is. Because, you know, when you go to a dealership and the inventory they have some pretty nice rides out there. And you may be tempted to get something out of your budget, and that's where consumers can start struggling on their monthly payments. So having this budget in mind, like I can only spend $20,000 because this is what my monthly payment is, you know that, you know, what you're getting into basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes really, really good sense. Matt, are you able to refi even after you just purchased a car, so you buy it and then shortly thereafter refinance your automobile?
Yeah, absolutely. You're not stuck or bound to have that loan for a specific period of time. So as soon as you get that first statement from the loan that you received to purchase the car, you can bring that statement to the credit union so that we can get a payoff quote, and you may not even need to make your first payment on the original loan. If you got stuck something that you feel like the interest rate's way too high or you're not happy with the current loan that you had, you can get it done before you even make that first payment to the original lender. So the key is getting us that statement, getting us your car insurance information, and we can definitely help you with a refinance before you make that first payment.
All right. So let's walk us through. Sonny, I'm gonna have you do this for us here. What do you need to do to apply for an auto refinance? So you have the idea, you make the appointment to come see Sonny. What do we need to do there? What specifically, walk us through the steps?
Really, the only documents that you need to have is, a current state ID or driver's license, and information about your vehicle. So year, make, model, VIN number, and miles. And we basically go through the application process. We look at the value of the vehicle. We take a look at what you currently owe, what your current interest rate is, your monthly obligations, and then what we can offer, and then we just compare. So very, very simple process.
Okay. All right. So those are the documents. That's what needs to be done. Guys, let's talk a little bit about avoiding pitfalls. We talk mortgages when we have Harry Stewart on. He gives us advice on, what to look for when buying a home. You don't want to be house poor, so on and so forth. I'll start with you, Matt. What do you think people need to watch out for as far as taking out an auto loan? What are some of those pitfalls?
Absolutely. Well, as Sonny mentioned before, it's important to remember not only your monthly budget, but to also stick to a vehicle purchase price once you are shopping for a car. I have a friend I've actually been speaking with in the last couple of months about a car purchase, and to conceal his identity, I'll just refer to his name as Horchata. And Horchata and I have been talking about all these dealerships he's been communicating with, and a lot of the communication's been through text or through phone because of COVID. That's how some of the dealerships are operating. And he's been getting different number prices of car that are sort of the out-the-door number, but he's not understanding from the dealership how they're getting to that number from the initial purchase price of the car. So one of the important things to remember when purchasing a vehicle is to ask the dealer for a bill of sale or a purchase order that's going to itemize and document where they start from the purchase price, and then when you add in tax, title, license fees, any other add-ons that they might be including to get to that bottom line number. Because a lot of times people are so focused on, they see that car on the website, they think it looks so awesome, it fits in their monthly budget, but they don't stick to thinking about a budgeted price. And then they come to the final closing table and they're signing documents and they're wondering, where did all this other stuff get added in that I didn't realize the whole time? So making sure you ask for documentation of how that out-the-door price comes in is really important. And we'll even review that for our members before they sign the final agreement. We tell them, send us your bill of sale ahead of time. Let us look it over. We can make sure that you're getting the right deal and there's nothing included in that out-the-door price that shouldn't be in there.
Okay. Sonny, what about you? What are some of the things you mentioned? Price earlier. Don't fall in love with something that's too nice. Anything else you can let people know about?
Yeah, I mean, like Matt said, Matt nailed it. That monthly payment, but also take a look at to make sure that your financing doesn't have a prepayment penalty. And if you're purchasing products like gap and warranty, make sure you get the paperwork, put it in your glove compartment in your vehicle so you know where it is. Check the VIN number on the bill of sale, compare it to your vehicle, make sure there's not a typo. We're all humans. We can easily do a typo on the keyboard. And adding up the numbers. I did have a client that purchased a vehicle over the weekend, and when I followed up with my client on Monday, they said, hey, we bought a vehicle. I asked them to send me the bill of sale. And come to find out, there was an error. Instead of $24,000, she was charged $34,000. But she didn't take a look at that because she was more concerned about that monthly payment. So, typos can happen. So, like Matt said, it's very important to get that purchase order, get that bill of sale. Take your calculator out on your cell phone and add up those dollar amounts. Know exactly what you're financing.
Oh, that's a good catch. That's about $100 a month, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And you're paying $10,000 more for a car that isn't worth it that much. Matt, how long does it take to do the auto refi if somebody decides this is what we're going to do from start to finish?
We can get it all done within a matter of a few days. If you have the information about your current loan and your insurance card with you when you apply, we can get an approval done, in the same day and then send a payoff through express delivery within a couple days. So it's a very easy process at NuMark, and we love saving our members money and love getting it done for them quick.
Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Matt, Bretz, Sonny Patel, guys, pleasure meeting you. Hope to have you back on here real soon.
Thanks for having us, Scott.
All right, guys, take care of yourself.
Thanks,
Matt
Scott.
Patel and Sonny, Matt Bretz and Sonny Patel right here on Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark Credit Union. All right, now the fun part. Now I give away a $25 gift card to NuMark. This is a Visa gift card, compliments of NuMark. Here's the question. Sonny's nickname. Like we asked him about it right off the bat. What is Sonny Patel's nickname? 815-254-7300. If you know the answer to that question, you're going to get $25 to spend. Yes. At NuMark Credit Union or anywhere else, you're going to get a Visa gift card and spend it anywhere you want. What is Sonny's nickname? 815-254-7300. Phone lines are blowing up. Let's do it real quick. Hi, good morning. You're on WJOL. Who's this?
Gary.
Hey, Gary, what town you calling from?
Jet.
All right, Gary, what's the answer? What's Sonny's nickname?
Hollywood.
You're dang right it is. Nicely done, my friend. Hang on the line. We'll get some more information from you. Money Talk from NuMark Credit Union.